Local fans of comedian Pete Davidson received a shock Sunday when Funk and Waffles decided to pull the SNL star from its upcoming comedy show. He was originally set to headline the Q's Comedy Showcase, but Davidson made waves when he called the city of Syracuse trash in a recent interview with Howard Stern. Our city reporter, Joyce Kim, is here to tell us more.
Hi, so a little background story. Pete Davidson was actually in Syracuse all summer to film for his movie Big Time Adolescence with Machine Gun Kelly, and they went to Funk and Waffles often. They even shot like a little scene from Machine Gun Kelly's music video Loco at Funk and Waffles. But in an interview with Howard Stern last week, he called Syracuse trash from his visit here last summer. This past summer, and people didn't take to that too well. They were really offended, and I know like Pete Davidson's like personality is super sarcastic and whatnot, but people really didn't like it. So he ended up chickening out, and he pulled from the show.
That's just interesting that he pulled the plug. I mean, obviously people were not going to be pleased that he's calling Syracuse trash. You know, I'm sure a lot of university students weren't pleased with that either, especially because they're fans of his. But do you know what it was that he was like? Was it the city itself? Like, what about the city to him is trash?
He just said Syracuse is trash, and and it's like funny because he like hung out with Ariana a lot, and he said he had a good time.
No, a lot
but
of my
later
friends
in the
saw
interview,
them here.
and later in the interview, he just called the city trash. But I understand why he pulled from the show, because it would have been super awkward if he did a comedy show and everyone was just mad at him sitting there like, I refuse to laugh at this guy because he called my city trash.
He probably would have gotten a lot of boos. And
no, that would have been bad.
Comedians have to deal with like enough heckling and stuff. So considering Pete Davidson is now out of the question, what is Funk and Waffles doing instead of having Davidson headline the comedy show?
So instead of Davidson, they had local Syracuse comedians come in, and they did a Q's comedy show with I think the DJ was, the host was RJ McCarthy, and I saw clips of it, and they just did stand-up comedy, and it was, it seemed cool.
That sounds great. So do you think this is going to maybe lead to more events at Funk and Waffle, doing some kind of open mic, stand-up type comedy, or?
I think that'd be super cool because the venue is nice. It's like more chill. You could eat, you could get food.
They do have good waffles.
Yeah, open mic nights, I would go to that. That sounds fun.